Alright, we are ready to begin. I'm just going to adjust the camera.
You put the camera on as well?
Yeah, sure. You don't mind, do you?
Nah. Could have told us I could have done up my hair or something like. Could have made myself look pretty, yeah.
Oh, you don't need it. Okay, I'm going to
It's
start.
freezing. A gerbil skill that allows the use of something.
Alright, here we go. Let's do some quickly shots.
Is this a live stream, you don't think?
Yeah, it's a live stream. Mostly for the Discord friends. Alright. I almost said fans, and I'm like, that's not true.
Only watching this because they're friends. Oh, look at that. Moist. Can't wait till it comes out for PlayStation. Next year, isn't it?
What?
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, on both. They're coming out at the same time, but Xbox paid for an exclusive demo.
Do you know why? Because they've got nothing.
They've got nothing.
We've got God of War, we've got Red Dead Redemption.
It's got Spider-Man.
Yeah, we've got Spider-Man. They've got fucking nothing.
No, that's not true. They've got Crackdown until they delete again.
Yeah. They've got Crackdown and Halo. Although everyone wants Halo to have a Battle Royale mode. And people are just like, no, we don't do that here.
It's like, we have some self-respect, please.
So you're trying to like soundproof this room?
Yes. Originally had a curtain set up that covered this entire area, like a roof.
I gathered with the
all the way.
pigs.
Yeah, collapsed a couple hours ago.
Savage.
I piled too much weight onto it and it all just fell apart.
Other way. Not that way. Yeah.
Perfect summary for this channel, really. Alright.
Having, I believe the term is inevitable.
Now, we've got two choices.
Shoot.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go
I'll
first?
let you go first.
Okay.
Check what the controls and that are like.
Alright, I don't know if... We had 2 viewers earlier and there was 0, so fuck it, we're just gonna go.
Smash it.
Devil May Cry.
Wait until you hear the sound effects for the menu.
Ah. Dun. Dun.
Please, man, that chair is new. That chair is... Okay, it's not new, but...
You're gonna have to burn it after I'm done. Like, that's old school, that.
I'll just quick check the settings. Should be all fine. The fact that there's fucking unused buttons bothers me.
Yeah.
But it's probably abilities you don't get until later in the game.
They haven't worked out what they're doing yet. It's just a demo, mate. They're like, we've got a blank space. What you would do? But then, like I said, did you see the video for V?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Oh, that looked so good. Like the summoner, like when he's talking to the crow and that, and then that massive one comes out and
Yeah.
goes one-on-one with the boss. I was like, what?
I can only assume that's some kind of finisher, probably with this Devil Bringer.
It's either going to be a finisher or it's going to be like a specialist you can only do in boss fights, like to fight the boss, you know, one-on-one.
Yeah. So someone pointed something out to me that was hilarious. You know what
That's it.
Nero's battle theme is
No
called
more
for this
wheels
game,
from
don't you?
here.
No.
It's called Devil Trigger.
Alright, guess I'm
It's the
walking.
Devil Trigger song.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
doesn't
yo, yo.
have a Devil Trigger.
Check it out.
He never did.
What?
Because he's only part devil, isn't
This
So is
is-
Dante
From
and
Morrison.
Virgil, but
I
he's
think
only
it's
a
his
quarter.
manifesto.
he? He's only.
He has the arm,
Because
which he
he's
calls the Devil
virgin.
Bringer. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's only a quarter.
But he doesn't have a transformation like they do.
Yeah. Well, their problem was, you know, like
Mhm.
it was the
Yeah.
more master of
Yeah.
all devils. Like,
It's a bit diluted at this point. Alright, so let me just check everything. So,
oh, you got.
camera setups, yeah, it's good. Alright.
Who was it? The dad?
Sparta was the dad,
Sparta. That's the one.
and Nero is Virgil's son.
Yep. But wasn't them both their mother and angel?
Only in the reboot.
Only in the radio. That's the one.
She's human in
She's
the
human
main
in the rest of
series.
them,
What are you, lonely? Hurry up and get moving.
So I'm going to show you off a few things that are new. So this you know.
yeah, Red Queen. Beautiful sword.
I gotta actually have. I'm going to switch it over to mono sound because I just realised you actually need both earphones to hear everything. There's no option for mono. You serious?
Okay, then let's do this.
Alright, here we go.
A little on, a little off.
Alright. So you got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the way!
So they've started off in the demo with pretty much everything.
Yeah, double jump on that. I imagine you didn't get that until later. And you've got some good combos going.
You've got your delayers, so strike, strike. 1, 2, delay. For a bit of elevation. Here's something that's new. So you see in the top left, he has those bullet icons.
Yeah.
If you hold the gun button rather than pressing it, then he reloads it with special ammo. Releasing the button will fire off that special ammo. And then from then, you get 2 more buttons. If you want to have all 3 saved for later, you can charge it and then press B to do that. That cancels you out of it. His Devil Breaker can be used for that. You can charge it. If I hit an enemy with that, it would have left a bomb on them and destroyed the arm.
Nice.
If I press L1, it destroys the arm and moves on to the one that's next in the queue.
Yeah.
It has its own abilities. Now, I can jump in the air and do a bunch of blasts that will bang around the walls, or I can do on the ground.
Got a little something for you!
Did that recheck last
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
To do that, you have to be locked on, or at least holding R1.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's this. And all of his arms have this. Right. Now, in fact, I'm going to test something because I never actually. So I've used it on my arms, right? You still have it.
So,
You pick up new arms on the ground. They're all over the place. Right? Now I'm just going to show this off. It's reloading animation with no arm. Fucking max P in 3. So I'm actually going to restart the mission just to get my arms back. Oh, hey Dash.
That's probably a good idea. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just showing Mark off the moveset. This is Mark, by the way.
Hi.
He's the one I did Amnesia with. Amnesia with.
No, I'm not. Don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me. That guy was a pussy.
Did you see the descriptions I did for that?
I like the...
Fucking just slowly descending into madness and before realising that you're just a figment of my imagination.
Yeah.
I even managed to incorporate the fact that we fell out of world into the description.
Fell through the game.
Yeah. Alright, and of course, if you just hold in the direction, you start running.
Sprint, yeah.
This is the red orbs now.
Nice.
Alright,
So,
so I'm...
still red orbs for collection.
Yes, so you currently... green is your...
Green is usually mana or so, isn't it?
I don't think there was a...
Blue is your devil trigger, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was, okay. You'll also notice, do you remember in 4, he would actually stop, he would only walk when he was doing this? You can now charge it on the road.
Because when he slowly walked and...
Yeah.
That was the point, because you know, use it once and then that would be it. Devil break, not devil break.
I'm just pointing out the fact that the individual blooms pop as your sword hits them.
Definitely looks like you've done well with it.
Also, just like in 4, if you hit L2 as you strike enemies with the sword, then it charges 1 slot instantly.
Yeah, you've got to get the timing right on it.
Yeah, it's way easier in this game. They made the timing way more generous.
Look at the chin on that though.
He's changed significantly for 2 reasons. 1, he's had a haircut, and 2, just like with RE7, they modelled the characters' faces on their voice actors. So now he looks exactly like his voice actor, who, even though I talked to Reese about it like the other day, I've forgotten already. It's Robin Atkinson or something like that. Sword flashing. That's me doing the L2s. Charge shots will actually stun things.
Yeah. Come on. Let's see. Which one wants to play?
Sort of. He wasn't that evil, but he was definitely like, yeah,
And he was just like, they just killed you, like, yeah, I thought
a little. Do you know what he was? He's a bit of a shonen protagonist with a mix of like DMC3 to mix off the fact that Dante was way more serious in that game.
Do you think,
He's also fucking old now. He's like 45.
so, I don't want to keep this as in, the areas are locked off one by one, or they're going to have to bring the city freely?
And the reboot was still levels.
Yeah, but it was still like, it was like a big level, and then you got locked in at certain points.
Yeah, well, in see, I actually don't know based on the demo.
But when you get down to 4, you could travel back places.
In Devil May Cry 3, it was almost kind of like fully explorable, especially one, or it was backtrack constantly.
Yeah, one was that big. You look at the spot. That's not brave, that's blue.
I don't know, it's turquoise. We'll set.
Agree, disagree, and say it's turquoise, compromise.
But no, it's I think it's still level based, still mission based, but I think you'll probably be going into the same areas. And
If
one thing in particular is you'll probably be going through these areas as each character.
Was it? If you remember the.
Also, there's an arm, by the way.
If you remember Devil May Cry 4.
Mhm.
When you were going through the city, when the first attack, you go through the city. There was like ledges you get onto.
Oh yeah, there's tons of there's hidden areas. Yes, in fact, I can show one of things like So this is a new version of. So do you remember how there was like hidden areas that had like balls you could like shatter?
Like a big one to get over that on.
Yeah. Now it's an enemy that will try to run away. Also, his jaw has changed.
Not making it easy for me, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, those were in that. Really short secret area. It's just a small one. No. So I just destroyed someone's corpse. Oh, that's unfortunate. Of all the things to reference. No. So I'm gonna very awkwardly try to jump up here
Right, of course.
and just stand still.
Fun game. Nice.
Oh yeah, Dash. Let me know if those continue. Maybe I can lower the stream resolution.
Okay.
Just having a bit of connection issues.
Right.
Might be easier on her if I lower it to like 7. I don't know what it's at right now, because I know it's at 60 FPS, but I think it's only running at. I can check actually. Video. Yeah, it's already at 720, but it's at 60, and I'm not going to lower it from 60. All right.
It would never work.
It's all right. So I'm gonna.
Gerber! Run from this! Gerber! Get out of my sight!
They see. Oh, they heal the enemies. They actually adopted the Boots camera for this.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I've got to say.
I think it has some issues. This gameplay style was clearly designed for the fixed camera, or like being able to see everything around you. But I'm managing. Now,
I did like the
did you notice something I did during that fight?
the boost.
That's effectively a dodge you have.
You should.
It's only with this on, but it's really good.
Let's get airborne.
Fucking taunt in the air.
Riding high. Let's get airborne. Riding high. Let's get
You're
airborne.
basically stealing there forever now.
Riding high. Let's get airborne.
Actually, I'm curious. I wonder if that recharges when you
Really
jump.
sick of this stupid tree.
Flora's lava. It looks like it's going for the same kind of thing where like you're sitting at the bottom of the
Riding high.
No, it does not recharge your jump. On this case, it seems to be a much bigger scale, where there's basically like a demon equivalent of the world tree.
Plus, I noticed the bosses on this are like next level.
The boss fight isn't it's the one from the It's flashier, but it's not nearly as rough as the first boss before. Remember him? The fucking fire demon. Before
It's all the houses are fire. When you first play that, he was a pig. Like,
Oh, he is.
Let's give him a little
Oh,
taste of the
God.
good shit.
so you really have to keep an eye on
Yeah. Right now I only have two variants. I have more arms, but I only got two types. Yeah, and it's sometimes tough remembering which one you have, because I like Gerber a lot because of this. But then I want to use Overture sometimes for the bombs and for the shockwave. So I have to destroy this thing using a Nidhogg. Which for some reason tickles me, just because I know there's a game that's called that.
Nidhogg.
Yeah. I think they mention what the tree is called, and it's also like a name I recognise. It's Clithoff. Clithoff. Which actually we did. I've mentioned to you I do that Law Finder series for Pathfinder. Clithoffs, I'm pretty sure were a thing in that.
Like I say, I remember because I used to play Age of Mythology.
Mm-hmm.
A lot in the Nidhogg was the unit you could get. It was like a fucking underworld dragon. Or even something.
I only know Nidhogg because of the game, the versus game, where you have to get to the edge of the screen. It's all like fencing. You ever seen that? It's really cool. It's a game where you and another fencing character fight each other, and if you kill them, they get respawned very quickly. So you have to kill them, get past them, and then just keep running to your side of the screen. And if you get all the way, you get eaten by the Nidhogg and you win. So it's this constant tug of war to kill each other and get to the other side of the screen.
Doesn't sound like a victory to me.
No, but it's what you have to do.
Congratulations, you get eaten.
Not gonna lie. This new armor.
Your armor is pretty sweet, but the old one's better.
I'm sure at some point he's going to get it back, and it's going to have to be super overpowered in order for it to compensate for all these new arms.
It has to be. I don't think he's got to get. Wait, it has no arms. It's correct.
Guess the phone still works.
Oh god, Dash.
Took you long enough, dumbass. What happened to the third ring roll? Tell you what, you call me from now on, and I'll hustle on
I
over.
don't think it even was 3 rings. Earlier when she said there was no more.
But that's how you lie. I take it that's his tech guy.
That's his tech guy. She's the one who makes all the shit. Nero also just straight up inherited the business. Like, Dante is still active, but like, this is the neon sign that was above the store.
Yeah, I know. I noticed it.
Yeah, in one of the novels, it's explained that Dante just gave it to him after 4. So, can't do anything but this in the demo.
Oh no, the main game to call runner.
It's a fucking
You get nothing, it's there.
What a
but
fucking tease.
So it says upgrade, so I'm guessing you'll be able to upgrade the Red Queen like you could. The
Yeah.
probably your arms as well.
Oh yeah, you'll get upgrades. The thing is, looking through your moveset, you clearly have what are a lot of moves that you would not have at the actual start of the game.
Blue Rose, Red Queen, Exceed. What's Exceed?
Exceed is using the charged version of the sword. So all these moves, like your streak, get powered up if you have a charge. That's what I was doing earlier. Do you remember when I was holding the button and he was holding the sword behind his head? That's the Exceed version. He would have done it instantly otherwise.
Devil Breaker is his arm.
It's a little unintuitive, but I don't know. In order to do the Helm Splitter, you have to hold back, not forward. So, like, you just kind of have to remember that in order to do that.
So abilities, I take it that's like double jump and shit like that.
Yeah, all your standard stuff. And you've got pretty much everything.
Yeah,
you can perform a fucking drop kick if you taunt while running.
Nice.
I haven't actually made use of that yet, and I won't really be able to against the boss, so I'll have to remember that.
Somebody call a doctor?
Yes. I was thinking the exact same thing. Someone thought you needed a paramedic. Call me an ambulance.
I probably would have voted as like somebody call 911.
Sorry to disappoint you. Hey, you happen to see a guy around here? About this big, uses a
Who could
cane?
that be?
I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
So I'm guessing that in these, you probably play them as separate campaigns, or maybe just you switch between them as the story goes. But these missions would probably have you fighting him earlier on, and just like leaving him alive. Well, because like, like really every single boss just escaped from Nero, and then Dante would kill him later.
I don't know.
I think that's what's going to happen a lot
guy
in
and
this.
all, but it's more like a knuckle scrapping fart than
Yeah.
anything else.
Reverse, yeah.
No offense.
But like, it's interesting to think like how few of the bosses Nero actually kills. I think he kills like. Think about it.
I don't know. No, yeah, he does. The big statue.
Because nearly every single boss is refought as Dante. No, because the Doctor is fought killed by Dante later. Then he shoots the apart. You remember with the spotlight out of nowhere?
Hey, do you do parties?
The only thing about taunt on select button is it's really hard to reach that from the analog stick. Well, it works on PS4, I guess. I'm gonna try using button. Yes, you can. Which makes it quite risky.
Now make a wish! It's your grade. Yak it up all you want.
Oh, have you not seen the trailer for this game? They showed off this fighting a lot in particular.
Yeah. Also, the trailer on that last one, you called about it.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna charge you up.
Try this on for size!
Groups, but also like close environments to the bounces off the walls. use L1, written off, and it'll reset. And avoid the damage. So yeah, eventually they just... Normally I would leave it. This demo a few times. I think maybe jumping would have put me out because I just realised I was on fire. I was charging the arm, and if you get hit while charging it, then it breaks. Yes. You notice how the reason I'm switching arms is because they're breaking, and that's why I need replacements all the time. And if you get hit while you're charging with B, it breaks. So it's very risky to charge. Yeah. So I'm actually doing really poorly. There's not really any means. I think I picked up the only health item. So I'm just gonna have to do better. I don't know if I can knock this back. I don't. Fight. Fuck no. Made it.
Got a little something for you.
I should have practiced before playing this. I'm a little rough. So I found one good use for the Xbox. No. The Game Pass has a 14-day free trial. So I just downloaded a shit ton of full games. And I'm just going to test. I've basically just got the best demos ever, or possibly full games if they're short enough.
The Game Pass, I downloaded the month one, which is about £7.
It's £1 right now.
For a month?
Yeah. Like, for a month, do you play stuff like Assassin's Creed Origins and all that? Like, yeah, for £1.
Yeah, £7 I bought it for the month. I done Gears of War 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right, I just smashed out as much games as possible.
Devil May Cry is back.
Yeah, but
and now it's in your hands. Oh. You can take the wire out of the controller if you want. It should definitely be charged by now.
Oh, by now. Yeah, totally. Which not on this console. Devil May Cry 5, the strongest devil hunters are back. Legendary actions of Devil May Cry has returned to the behest of action game fans everywhere. The deluxe edition, the strongest devil hunters are back.
Fucking live action video.
12 battle themes, action and voice work. Additional voice work and live action video content and more.
So what they're referring to is that you can use all the battle themes from the previous games, as well as having tons of different options for the announcer that shouts like "Savage" on your when you get S ranks and stuff. That's actually from the reboot. I never realised. That was the one for the announcer is shouting out the words.
Uh-huh.
So like, there's elements of that game that they did actually like enjoy and keep.
Like I say, the announcer's the one that shouts "Savage." Such savagery.
To me, that's the thing that defines that game. Is how the good parts of it. Everything else is defined by Virgil's stupid fucking hat.
I didn't get everyone ripped it like mentally, and I didn't get that. Like I quite
So
enjoyed it.
I can explain to you very easily why
That's
it's bad.
it.
What the biggest problem with that
No
game
more
is.
wheels from here.
What is Ninja Theory,
Alright,
the one who
guess
made
I'm
it,
walking.
good at, based on all the games
Yo,
they
yo,
made
yo.
before and after it?
Check it out.
Not a clue.
What?
They are good at making games with good stories. Every single game they
This
made
is
before
from
DMC has terrible
think it's his
gameplay,
manifesto.
good stories. The reboot has okay gameplay and a terrible story.
It was different. Not necessarily.
Do you remember
terrible.
when Mundus had an entire scene dedicated to him having anal sex with his demon wife? That was a thing.
Smashing her against the desk, and he's like, "What is this?"
Yep.
Isn't
And then
it
she
just
had
like-
to tighten up her skin
Yeah,
because
she had
it's
to
just
put-
held on.
She had to pull her face back, but there was no one. There was nothing pointing out that it was anal. Like that's all you, that dude.
I mean, there was a plot point about how she's pregnant, and then Virgil shot the child. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Like the just decided to start attacking him.
Okay, wait, no, you're right. That did happen actually.
Yeah. Like I don't remember the link. She's pregnant, and then the baby bursts out of her, and then she's just sort of attached to the baby as the baby tries to kill
In the
you.
demon world, and then
Yeah.
in the real world, it's she got a bit of a
Yeah.
bump. And then Virgil's like, I'm gonna smack that bitch. And then he gets into his fucking Virgin mobile with his fucking emblem on the steering.
Yep.
The definitive edition of that game legit removes his hat. It's one of the VGAs that they remove his stupid fucking hat. So I would take a look at the control scheme just to get fully familiarised with it.
I learned by doing.
That's fair. Remember, you got deleers. So
Yeah.
in the air, it's attack, attack, delete, attack. On the and on the ground, it's 2 attacks, delete, and then keep attacking.
So I used 2 attacks then today.
For Nero, it is. Yeah. But Dante's is different.
Dante's different. You can have 1 attack, delay, then attack, and that's one thing, and then attack.
His is fucking ridiculous. It's the cost of trying to have a game with only 1 attack button for your melee. You know.
Yeah, you gotta like manage to do it somehow. How do you lock on?
I'll
I like how you keep using like PlayStation references, like R1 and L2 and that, and it's like
For sure, the
I
buttons,
get you.
like, I'm not going to say RB, that's always been fucking stupid.
Xbox.
Press the
Xbox
right
is
button.
Stupid.
Think about it, right? Press the right button over the right trigger. Like, fuck off, just say numbers. It actually was
R1 is the first right button.
Which is the bigger number, 1 or 2?
L2, obviously.
2, and what's the larger button?
Is that right?
The yeah, you know, it makes sense. Remember, you can lock on. When you're locked on, that's what changes your move. And then it allows you to do the streak. It allows you to do the launch into the air with back. So like try locking on to one of them and launch them into the air. And if you want to launch with them, you hold the button. Now you want to slowly hold back. So hold on one, and then that's that. And if you want them to be close to you, press B when you're locked on. So you don't have to go to them, you can bring them to you. So here's what I want you to do. Launch them in the air and then do a full delayed combo. Almost. And select to do your parts. And you can, as I said, you can do that in the air to do that surf move. Dash just realised that the reason why she was having so much slowdown is because she had Twitch open in 2 other tabs. Yeah, you have to be standing still in order to do the regular ones. Or at least just not running. Also, what taunt he does is different depending on what your current rank is in a fight.
Really?
Yeah, so everything from D to S has different taunts.
What'd you say?
Also, a lot of his taunts are taken straight from Virgil. And yeah, you can hold them. So try using a full load of bullets, of special bullets on a guy, and see how it stuns him. He's not going to be getting up for a while. And it also does shit tons of damage. Like the equivalent of like a full sword combo. They've struggled to make like swords like decently powerful but not too powerful for them. God, did you ever play DMC 2?
Yes.
Do you remember the reason why that game was bad?
Wasn't it all piece of shit? Like the sword
Yes.
did nothing.
The guns did way more damage than the swords. And in this, it's like, it's not OP, it's still the thing that you use to maintain your combo, but if you charge that shit up, suddenly you have an actual valid damage in enemies.
Yup.
And as I said, if you just hold in a direction, you'll run.
What are demons doing in a city like this?
So that's where that enemies in spawn, that you can get from the hooks. The trick of this guy is you want to... Unfortunately, you can't really... one thing you have definitely lost is you can't do your Devil Bringer grabs. Remember those? You kind of lost those. I'm sure there's arms that let you do that. Like, because there's a lot of them in this game, but the two that you have right now don't allow you to do the like grabs and throws. Or hell, maybe that will only be something you can do once you actually get the arm back if you're there. And that'll be the thing that makes it super OP.
I feel like that'll be going a step in the wrong direction.
I don't know, like, part of me says he kind of has to get it back. On the other hand, if he did get it back, then he can't do any of this again. And if there's ever a sequel, they're not going to want to go back on it.
Exactly my point, right? Okay.
See, oh yeah, I didn't realise it was actually lying all over the floor. Oh, it's because it shatters everywhere, so if you had been standing on the horse, you would have gotten all of it as it explodes. So you'll notice that it actually just skips you ahead. Like, if you turn around and look behind you once after the loading screen, you realise there's just a caved-in door behind you.
Yeah, that little bit in the...
So there's
the
probably...
hallway and the stairs will have been a bit...
So you've probably, like, skipped, like...
Quite a bit.
50% of the level right there.
Yeah. Well, no, I imagine they'll have skipped you in that... imagine the first, like, good percentage would have been before you got there with the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to this building, and then
Well-
this building, I imagine, being something different. This will be where they introduce the new enemies.
I guess, because, like, what you just did there felt like the good start of a level.
Mhm.
Whereas the boss is clearly the end of the level, so it feels like a huge chunk in the middle was just skipped. Probably with a bunch of story stuff. So remember, you've got Gembra, and if you charge Gembra in the air, like hold B, and then like release it while you're airborne. And you're doing all those plants that bounce off the walls.
Run from this!
Come on, me.
Get out of my sight!
Now, did you notice anything about the lyrics? They only kicked in when you hit S. They are your reward for doing well. And there's a fucking embarrassing review by a guy who's talking about the demo, where he's like, yeah, the songs are nice, but like you never hear any lyrics, you know?
Yeah, good.
And everyone around him is just like, oh dear.
Everyone just sitting there like your moves are weak.
That's too. It reminds me of that fucking guy where he said a game was shit because it had a terrible ending, and he described what the ending was, and everyone pointed out, it's like, you fucking moron, you only get that ending if you play the game on easy.
Right.
There's like another 5 more levels to play on normal. And worst part is the game straight up just tells you play the game again on normal to get the real ending.
Get good. Do it properly. Make a list. Sort life out.
Oh, I was not sure where you were going with that.
Get this back. Sort life out.
Oh, try using the L2. If you're a regular combo. The timing I find for it is triangle and then half a second after that you L2. You want it to be as the blade connects with the enemy. Yeah, I think it's when you check the description of it in like your menu or something, it tells you, like, it mentions something like that. Yeah, you want to be like tapping rather than holding it. The way I describe it is it's kind of like, oh, there's something up there.
Boom.
Nice.
Take your phone.
The way I think of it is it's kind of like a rhythm. Once you get down in the pattern of attack, boost, like you can do it really consistently. And the window is way wider than it was before. In 4, I could almost never get it wrong.
Nice. So, the action button.
Yeah.
Because that's never gone wrong. Skyrim.
I was thinking more of fucking Final Fantasy 15.
True. Press A to interact. Oh, of course.
Okay, do you know why it actually does that? Because in the Japanese version, circle/B is that in the Japanese version, jump and confirm were different buttons, and they changed it for the Western release, and it never occurred to anyone again. But it was like, maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe B was just fine as the confirm button. You can ignore it. You honestly can. There's just no point. Oh, before you go into the fight, you might want to charge up your bullets and your sword. And you'll notice you can only get to 2 exhausts.
Because you'll have to unlock 3.
Yeah, there's an upgrade for 3. Which wasn't the case in 4. In 4 you started off with and you can check the meters in the top left to see whether you've got full bullets. It's interesting that they have a 6 fucking bullet slots, but like there's not actually a way for you to use it 6 times. Because it fires 3 each time. Do you know the fucking cutscene in 4 where he reloads?
Is that the one that shows the guns?
Yeah.
Somebody
And
call a
by the-
doctor?
The guns are loaded.
And it's like, it's super fucking cool, and then by the time he's done, Donkey's left.
Yeah. Cool cutscene, then he's like, yeah, just try.
Well, it's like, in
Sorry to
gameplay, having him
disappoint you.
reload kind of breaks all the canon
You
of the
happen to see a
series.
guy
Of just
around
like,
here?
wait,
About
what
this
the
big,
fuck?
uses
You
a
have to
cane?
reload after
I was
every
supposed to
3
meet him.
shots?
Did you snack on him?
That's messed up.
Next. Fight me.
Remember, you can lock on and
Maybe I will. Sorry, I'm about to kill you.
and you really want to be using your L2. It's so cool. If you're holding forward, you're always going to do a sprint. Unless you're not holding on. I wonder actually, I don't think you can. Maybe in that but it's that whole triangle to do the economy straight stage. But I don't think that's the case with this. I think you have to look for it.
It's your grave. Yeah, get up all you want.
Oh, remember, you can camera, so you can dodge them. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Devil Bringer has become so much more complicated. That button has like a million functions attached. Shoot, you're doing it. So here's the part to do some damage on the top while it's charging. If you himself get pulled in, press L1, get sacrificed. Alright, you go to ship. Put yourself back.
Says a mere demon. How about we
You're currently on fire with that island in the center of the arena, that has health. Yeah, when you're on the ground like that, you have to run forward, shoot through the streets over and over, and you don't know here's the thing, at one point, you can see his shots without the stop. You can do that during the fight, and you can actually hit the thing back at it. It's fucking hard too. What was the rank I got when I finished the demo? I don't remember.
I don't know. Like,
It does give you one at the end. Although from what you did, you probably got an A for that fight, and probably like an B for the rest. You got an A overall, and if you press, I think it's X, it gives you the full details. So you got a B for everything. You got a B for everything and an E overall.
of course I do. I'm not good. Math.
Logic. But yeah, it even tells you, oh, it's probably because of the extras. But yeah, you got bonuses for having max vitality, for the different moves you used, for dodging at the last second, for everything.
Master Stars with excellent.
You even get it for doing the levels really fast.
Speed clear, B, yeah.
Right.
Not bad.
I'm gonna give it one more.
Yeah, I'm just going numb. You want to try and beat me here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I have not been able to get an S rank. I've played this a few times. I can't get an S rank, but I'm gonna give it a shot. At the very least, I'm gonna hope to get some E's with some E's in the actual chapters.
If you get an A and A, you should get an S. Theoretically.
I wish.
Well, I think
Because I got an E before. I've gotten an E in every single area, but I didn't get an S. I just got an E.
I think the only thing we done, like the only time we both got an S was in that locked in that room when you used that fire shot thing and it just sort of.
I think I did get an S in the street, but I don't remember exactly because I think I was just trying to show off the moves rather than actually fight seriously.
I say fight seriously, smash it, get like an S in the speed rank.
Yeah, there's like it reminds me of like the Spider-Man on PS4 where the challenge missions the only thing that matters is speed. And I've managed to get double the highest required score in some of them just because I just did it the fastest way possible using the gadgets as an exploit rather than actually trying to do it properly. And you get so many points that the others don't have. Yeah, I only did that so that it wouldn't do the thing explaining what riddles are. I mean, it has to do it at least once.
Yeah. I imagine you'll get a bonus as well for
taunting, for how quickly you do it, for using your different moves.
So, not losing rounds for the whole thing.
Probably, yeah, actually.
Imagine not getting to the big one, right? Get the intense missions if you use it or not.
Well, the thing is, you're also meant to use your arms. They're essentially angles.
Yeah, I know, but one of them so
Yeah, but you get more all the time.
yeah, they're all over. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get the same
No, you have a valid point, but at the same time, that would mean like sacrificing style, which isn't the main source of the points.
Not necessarily if you're really good at using it on. Like, imagine you could use the dodge on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you could use that for some serious style.
Hmm. Well, what I mean is like the style meter has always been based on variety.
Oh, yeah, the different moves you use, the quicker you do them, you add
Demons doing
taunts
in
in
a
them.
city like this.
Switch from a
Yeah. Like that's how you beat those statues. Is you have to be mixing up your moves as much as possible.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why the reboot was bad is because it's based entirely on damage. So there's no reason to ever do anything except your most damaging move.
But there's also speed as well. That's why I use spin them and steal
Yeah,
them.
Not making it easy for
You
me,
could get
huh?
triple S ranks really easily in that game because there was never any reason to do anything except your most damaging moves.
Yeah, but even in the older versions of this game, like, you could hardly get S ranking because they would just shit all over you.
Yeah.
Like, when you walk through them, like the bosses, like the metal spider from the first one,
Have you
that
ever
was tanked.
Have you ever seen the fucking mode in the PC version of 4 that lets you have as many enemies as your PC can handle?
No.
Well, that's a thing. And if you have a really juicy PC, you can have like, do you remember that open street in 4?
The very beginning.
Yeah. Imagine that. Literally, you can't see the ground for enemies. And it's ridiculous. And you are no stronger. There's just so many enemies.
That'd be so much fun though. Cause
It's so much fun, yeah.
there was a lot of like area attacks and everything when you were doing it.
I've been meaning to test it out because I have the PC version of 4.
Might have to give it a go sometime. Although, do you have a PC that could handle that kind of
Probably not.
I think you're talking like 2080,
Yeah.
like i7.
Oh yeah. Well, it literally scales it based on how powerful it is, so the version is actually more enemies. Because there's no way you go from PC that's powerful, more powerful than the PS3. So you notice how it launches you into the air when you dodge like It's my first Double-S.
Very nice.
I didn't even think that was a thing.
Triple S is the most you can get, isn't it?
That was a thing in the reboot. There didn't exist before
Really
that.
sick of
What
this.
triple S?
Yeah. Yeah, it only went up to S in the games before that. At least I think it did. I might be misremembering.
I'm sure you'll get more.
I honestly don't know. I'd have to double check, but I'm fairly certain the reboot was the one that added it. They're like, oh yeah, it's more wrestles, so it's better. And like,
That's what I
completely missing the point because it was too easy to get triple S's. Like, you could get triple S's at the start of that game using a single combo. But easy. You didn't even see what I did there.
still waiting because you're only getting bits and pieces of the story. I want the thing. Like, the grocery store, then the grocery store. Like a repair or something. Wrecked.
The fucking EX moves are really good if you take the time to charge them. I remember thinking his mechanic in 4 was terrible. and it kind of is because it's too hard to use it mid combo.
Yeah.
But like, and also the fact that it slowed you down when you charged it. But they made all the necessary changes to make it really good in this.
We've kept it so you can still charge it, but still like pumping out. Like red clean.
The only problem I have with it is there's no exact science to charging it. You just kind of have to mash the button.
Yeah. Another one's like so every time you've done it once so far,
Yeah.
you get enough revs.
Not gonna
So
lie.
it's just like a car or
This
something.
new arm is pretty.
Yeah, I'm just doing this fast. I'm going to beat the boss. I'm going to try and do it stylishly, but also just efficiently.
So kind of like once you get to doing it quick.
I should get at least an E, unless I completely fuck up the boss fight.
It's honestly not as difficult as I thought it would be. I thought it would be.
No, he's a first boss, really. Exactly. He was too much. Like, he's way tougher than even the first. Actually, no. Cerberus, DMC. Actually, no. The Grim Reaper in DMC 3 is the first boss, so he's not actually. But Cerberus, no. DMC 3's bosses are really fucking hard.
I mean like 4.
Oh yeah, 4's, other than the flame guy, they're actually... Oh yeah, really hard. Oh yeah.
Then, as soon as it's appear, go back to
I forgot who throws Those are a lot of arms and a lot of health because I know that. They're a resource and they're meant to be spent. By the time the tournament started, I was just like,
It says a mere demon. How about we wrap this?
yeah, it's we just really fast, maybe one. So I did that on purpose because I just wanted to be close to him to finish off. So
Yeah. I saw you like in for the kill.
yeah, I knew I was going to get sucked in, but it was worth it because it's
What's the front? I will really know it, not him.
Yeah, no, you'd have to be doing this really flawlessly in order to get an S rank.
Speed clear, yeah.
Yep. I don't know if that's
Get wet.
yeah, it's your rating rather than like I don't know what the fuck get wet means.
Get wet. Moist.
Like I don't know if that's meant you like had to roll through a puddle or you jumped in a lake or
Cried
you just
himself
did
to
a
sleep
lot of
tonight, yeah.
maybe you just did a lot of those fucking taunts.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, somebody got wet.
You made them cry themselves to sleep. That's what it was.
Alright. Do you want one more go and then we'll call it?
Oh, then.
Alright, let's see how much better you do now on the second run.
So we're getting like triple S rating. Smash everyone, then I get hit.
Yes, I heard that as well, Dash. Supposedly they found like leaked data on the Xbox store that there's going to be a demo for RE2, and
They
there's
got
very
some
likely going to be
pictures.
one for the PS4 as well. They just didn't find a leak for that one. It'll be in like early January, so not long before the game releases anyway. Which makes
I saw
sense.
some of the pictures for that and it looks really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Like the detail in it.
Well, the thing is, the rumors going around like imply it's the 30-minute demo that was shown off at like PAX and stuff,
Mm.
which just makes sense if you think about it. It's like yeah, just release the demo we already have.
Yeah, don't build another demo. Consider
Yeah,
it a game.
just put it on the store. It makes sense. The problem is that
That's
it's
it.
literally a time limit demo, so the whole game might be in it. So if anyone manages to crack the fucking time limit on it, you've just given the game away for free. Which sounds like the sort of things like they never let that happen.
Oh,
Except-
someone will do it. Like there's always someone out there.
Somebody
that'll do it.
has done it. Yakuza 6 released a demo where once you get to a certain point in the story, there's just a wall blocking you off saying you can't go forward. On the American store for like 6 hours, they had accidentally put up the full game instead of the demo version of the full game with that barrier.
Wrecked.
People were initially like, oh, they must have found a way to get past the barrier. It's like, no, the fucking idiot developer actually put up the wrong version of the game on the store. It's like, it would have been Sega's fault, most likely.
It was Sega's fault.
Yeah. They're the fucking use your aerial combos, use your taunts.
What'd you say?
You've got all these tools at your disposal.
Get out of my sight!
Oh, try launching the guy and then just kicking them there with the door. Like pull him up without yourself.
Out of the way!
You ever hear the story of how that DMC system battle engaged? It was made by accident. It was actually what you're doing right now, where you juggle them by hitting them while they're in the air. Does that look like how real world physics work? No, and it's not. And in the original version of the game, that was a bug. And they were like, "That's actually really fun. Can we not just leave that in?" And it just went from there. Aerial combat was an accident.
And it's one of the defining factors in Devil May Cry now.
It's one of the defining factors of the Zoe got me to play that Ruby game, and I'm like, is there air combos? No, this game sucks. Like, fucking do that Nightmare Before Christmas. Kinda juggle. Kinda, even though there was no jump button. So how are you feeling? You definitely seem like you're more familiar with it now.
Yeah, it's like I say, I learn by playing.
Yeah,
And it's once you know what the kind of things are.
I learn all the basics by playing, and then I start to go through the menus when I want to learn all the advanced stuff. So remember, you've got Overture on, which is the one that sets a bomb.
Out of the way! All you!
If you attack the bomb enemies, then that sets them off instantly.
Run from this!
Holy shit. Dude, just like the sorry.
Okay, okay. was a good one.
And he's clapping, he's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, if you ever get an S rank, you definitely want to be trying to do a taunt, because all of his best taunts are on them. Like doing the fucking air guitar. Also, to answer your question about what I did before, when I hit an enemy, if you just press circle in a direction while not locked on, you will do the long jump back. And it hits anyone enemies who's close to you. So I just dodged sideways and hit both enemies at once. Also, stand still and press B. That is very clearly just the attack mode from Royal Guard. Remember that?
It's a straight blast.
Yeah, well, like Royal Guard was all about like blocking, and you would like if you got hit while you were blocking, you'd charge with the energy, and then you could release that with a single palm strike.
Shall we dance?
It's interesting going back through these games and seeing how they reuse certain like moves and mechanics. Like,
Well, everything's just build on what the
yeah. But it's interesting, like when you can recognize like specific moves as like having been recycled from an earlier character or something like that.
I mean, remember.
I don't even mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. Like,
Yeah, like you're like, oh, I remember using this, and then you can use what you played in the older games to get on. But imagine if they brought it out and it was like, yeah, you right triggers to swing the sword and that, and left triggers to swing that. Well, you'd be like, what?
to use a different series as an example that I recently discovered, like Shantier. Shantier Half Genius is a generic enemy that is ridiculously tough. So much so that there's no point fighting them. You just get past
Pretty
them.
sweet.
Right? They're annoying. They're just because they can block every attack you throw at them. And after a while, I decided, hey, I'm going to play the third game, which came out before that. And that enemy's there as a mini-boss. I'm like, no fucking wonder they're too strong as a regular enemy.
So they brought a mini boss in as a regular guy.
And his ability to block your attacks is better.
Yeah,
He's
maybe I
tougher
will.
as a regular enemy than he was as a boss. We'll see. The easiest thing in the world to get. In 4 I knew how to use it. It was just too hard.
It's your grade. Jack it up all you want.
Now, the only thing I'm wondering is, when you actually use that move to dodge everything, does it even feasibility frames? Like, if this would be an air, if this would be an attack, the answer would be yes. But I feel like it probably doesn't do this. Or at least if it does, it would be very minimal. So I guess he's probably doing You're way better than me, boss. I think part of it might be that I have spoiled by the anti-DM, where it doesn't matter how good the enemy is, I can dodge
How about we
through
wrap
everything that kills you. Whereas you don't really have that luxury.
Star was a little bad there, but
No,
I got a B, but I got a quite quick.
that's only because you got hit. You were the deep. Getting hit like drastically reduces it. Hey. I actually don't know if you're someone I know of or from the Discord. Welcome. We've just played through the same demo before, and I have no regrets. Let's see if you got an S. Nah, it's an S.
I thought I had you there. Like, if I got an S, I'd just drop the mic and walk out. Like,
You know what? You'd be well within your right.
just have you up, speed clear, S,
Holy shit! Yeah, you're right.
get wet.
What the fuck is get wet?
Moist. I got 1,000 red orbs for the speed clear hit. Like,
Jesus Christ! Yeah, you did this way faster than I did.
max vitality victory 300, swordsman, sniper, exceed excellent.
There's probably like a perfect balance to it of just like finding the right amount of secrets and moving through the levels fast enough.
Why?
Consistent style. What the fuck does that even mean?
Means I use the same shit over and over again and got to the end. Consistent styles, it means learn something new.
It works, shit.
Yeah, it works. Deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, we could just call the stream now. Have you done like, what, like nearly an hour and a half of Devil May Cry?
I'm game. I'm just having a look through this.
Yeah, go ahead.
360.
Alright, I guess that's it for the stream, guys. Thanks for coming out. See you later. Talk to you later, Dash, on the Discord.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Oh, look, the ring.